Hey, brought this little trailer home for the bicycles. Get $20 for it. And the reason I bought it, I think my plan is I'm gonna try to build a sidecar for the bicycles and to put Jaxx in it. So I only got $20 in it. I'm gonna cut it apart here, and I don't know, hope I can get it back together, but I'm gonna narrow it down so it ain't so wide. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make it up as I go, like everything else I do. But I am going to narrow it down a little bit. So I'm gonna get started on this, and hopefully this works, and I didn't waste $20. And if it does work, I hope Jaxx are right in is the plan. It's stuck. This side I think could go. This one got 1.25 inches to go. Yeah, it came off easier than I thought it would. Where them screws was, I couldn't get past those. So I need to flatten that one out. This one went right past it. Show you what I did. I just took the grinder and put a little bevel on that so I jump that little spot there on that. I think we got it. That was a workout. Okay, that's cut down 6 inches out of it. So I gotta think about this for a minute, then I'm gonna try to slide the tire forward a little bit and re-drill hose. Okay, now here's what I'm thinking. I got that one kind of tacked on there, see? And I got this bracket cut out. Remember, this is all long, and I gotta cut that off too if this thing works, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. And mount this to the bicycle. Then the cart can come in and slide in here, and I can put a pin through this. Okay, I got that thing sort of mocked up here. It's gonna go something like this right there. I got these kind of cut out. Still got to trim everything. I want to see how good it's gonna maybe work. Make a trial run here. I'm hoping that thing is set up there. I think this is the hardest part, trying to see if this is gonna hold a 70-pound dog. But I'll show you my backup plan. So I saved this off the cart. If I don't feel comfortable with this thing staying in place, I will do this right here and bring it up, put a mount right there. Then I know it'll be good. So I'm hoping my foot go right through there. I think it will. Here, whichever way it was, like that, I guess. So I cut that out so my foot could be right there. So I think it's gonna be my solution, and I think that'd be fine. What, for 89 bucks? The Harbor Freight, that thing has been pretty sweet. That was my last weld, I think, on this. So I just gotta build a bracket for this to go there. Then build something that I could just put a pin in to come down. And I ain't quite got a plan on all that yet. I do, but I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this, then I'll work on that plan. Cause if you get one plan, usually the second plan works, hopefully. All right, so I'm gonna pull this thing back apart, and I got a mark there for a bracket. I got a couple here cut out, and I'm gonna weld them in there like that. Cut that, if that does work, I'll cut that big washer off a little bit. So, all right, I think I'm gonna like that. I'll show you. I got a bunch of cutting here to do. So this bracket will mount onto the bicycle. I gotta cut these off still. And I can jump right between there, and I put a pin in it. And that way it can go this way. This can rotate just a little bit if it needs it. I'm gonna drive that into this. So, and this is what's gonna bolt to the cart. So I'm gonna drive that in, drill this hole for this bolt, pin that together, and that should hold. So we'll be able to turn this way and go this way. And at the cart will be able to go up and down too. And this will be able to go in and out. There's a lot of moving parts right here. Of course, I got this one done about to the bicycle right there. So I'm gonna put this together and see. I still can't, now all these bolts I got, I can't find 2 bolts that fit this, what I want. So that's all connected. I still need 2 bolts in that, and I gotta work on that shim. But so that's a quick release I was making. I'm gonna try to make one for this, so I can just take this off really quick at a campground or where I'm at. So that's what I was after to do. And I'm just gonna paint the frame inside here, the garage. I ain't gonna do much work in here anyway today. I'm gonna be outside. And we just take this outside and I paint it, carry it back in, keep the fumes down a little bit. I don't ever really work very good, but I do it anyway. So, all right, I'm gonna get a coat of paint on this. That's pretty good. Okay, these I just cut off there. I'm gonna put them underneath this. This got the angle iron under it, and I think this will help support that a lot better. Get a little bit more, and plus I won't smash the pipe as bad. Here I put that steel tube in there to wedge it. So I think this will help. I don't know how much it'll help, but I think it'll help. That's what I did there. So, I don't know if anybody ever wore out a set of these brakes. I got this wheel apart, but I'm sure y'all been into a bicycle wheel before, but no big deal. Put some grease around them, but they're just little bearings on each side, and they're not like motorcycle and anything sealed. They just set in there. When you take it apart, the cap and all that just comes with it. So kind of goes on like that, holds the bearings in. It's kind of like a trailer axle too. You just snug it up like you would tighten the bearings up on an old front end of an old truck or trailer. So it's pretty simple. Alright, so I've got this old dog cage what I'm cutting up. I already got the side of it cut off here. And as you see, I kind of done had one failure, but it actually don't work. The sled thing don't work good, but I think it was just so old and brittle that it didn't work. But I really like that sled look though. But anyway, I got this thing. I'm gonna cut fit. I got a couple of notches to make, notch there, notch there, and I'm gonna cut this and drill a couple of holes into that and try to slide this all in place. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'd say if it drops in place, there's probably no return. Smash it down what I can. And really, I don't even know if I need anything to hold that thing. That thing popped in so many places that right there. Put something there and there. I don't think that thing can move the way it's locked in there. Alright, so I got some of this thing already cut, but I'm gonna slice it down the middle and just kind of cut off a little bit at a time. This thing too, I'll show you, but I've narrowed this thing down almost 10 inches, so it's not near as wide as it used to be. So I'm trying to figure out what to do here, but I'm thinking I want to, I don't know what I want to do. I want to use these sides, and if it works, I'm gonna find another cart that's orange or red, and if I can find one for another 20 bucks, I'll buy it, and that way I have it'll match the bike a little better. But, I gave 20 bucks for this one, so I can do whatever I want to, and then I'll hold all the money out of my pocket yet. And it ain't gonna need much. I was worried about that, but man, that's all tight. So yeah, I think that works pretty easy. Especially if I can get a piece of Velcro on that and just roll that up and fold it in the camper good. Lay it down and Velcro it. Then I can throw Jaxx's dog bed right there. Next thing, it might be a bad day. Next thing, I got these little bitty lights I'm gonna put on here. So they flash and maybe help cars can see us. Alright, got the magnets on, got these cut out. So that's gonna be my tail light setup. I can just take them off, take them in a camper or a house and recharge them or a garage and put them back on. And I got a emergency brake here because this thing ain't got a kickstand, so this made a little bolt, poke a hole in that, and that drops down in there. And got an emergency brake, so this thing can't move. Alright, back on the sidecar this morning. I bought this bag of clips off Amazon. I think it was about 10 bucks. And got, I don't know, I think 50 feet of this and 8 clips a piece. So no, I think it was 16 because yeah, there's 8 there. So 16 of these, females and males, and about 50 feet of that. So I did a trial run with this, and here's what I came up with. So when I put this thing together, I can just clip it all together right there. Can't really throw a dog into it, see if it works. Man, I spent, I don't know, I think I've got 3 hours trying to clip all this stuff together. That's been a pain in the butt. These little hooks down here, I cut off this part, the old part. So, and I cut the old part had D-rings on it too, little plastic ones. And I thought about doing something like that. And I don't know, I still might, but it'll twist this and it won't look as good. So I scratched that. But anyway, this is what I've got to do. I got enough parts to do one more little thing in the front, then I'm gonna make a trial run with it, see if I can get, I don't even know if Jaxx will go in this thing yet. I know Maverick will. So, but it's getting closer. Still got a few more things to do, of course, but if I don't get this done, see if we can make a trial run, maybe down the driveway or maybe even down the road. So yeah, this thing ain't been that bad to build. I think the most thing is trying to make it where I can transport it real easy and you know, put together pretty quick too at the campground. I don't want to spend all day putting bolts and nuts in it, so I was trying to make everything clip on, pin on. Jax's first big ride.
And your first big ride.
My first big ride.
Good job. And Maverick's first big ride. Maverick's like, yep. You wuss, I've been doing this since I was a pup.
Yep. So we still got a few bugs to work out of it, but it's getting close.